let's move on to what JJ has been playing for review, one might say.
Yeah, one might say I've been playing the review game for review. Uh, uh, Worms. I've been playing Worms.
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 Which
WOI. No.
Worms?
Armageddon Anniversary Edition 2025 update. This is a pre-existing game that they recently updated to include more stuff. Uh,
I will
it,
admit, at first I was like, "Wait, there's a new Worms," and then, oh, okay,
yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is it's the same game that came out last fall, which, Worms Armageddon is sort of the um torchbearer of the franchise these
Mhm.
days. It's that's sort of like, this is Worms. Don't pay attention to what was it, Worms Rumble.
Mm.
This is Worms. It's like an HD version of classic Worms. I'm sure we've all played Worms. Have we all played Worms? Has everyone
Oh
played
yeah.
Worms?
Grew
I
up on
actually
Okay.
it.
don't think I've played Worms. I know of it, but I've not actually played
Well,
Worms.
Oh,
well, well.
I'm a
Then I.
Worms poser. I'm sorry.
Instant classic. Worms 3D, even not that bad.
Yeah. So, although Dally and I are old, so we might have played
yeah.
Gorilla
The
on.
original.
Yeah.
No, there was an old like DOS game that was kind of exactly the same thing, except you were two gorillas throwing bananas
Yep.
at one another, and you had to type in your coordinates of how you were going to throw your banana. It was
I remember this game being something that we played on. Was it a Packard Bell? It may have been a Packard
yeah,
Bell, I think, that I had with me at in college. Right, this tells you how old I am. And the
yeah,
very first Worms game, and it was we're like, oh my god, this game is so cool! What a great idea! And it blows up. We're gonna get into another game later on that blows up the ground around it,
yeah,
but it blows things up, and you can do
yeah.
and just hearing the worms scream when you blow stuff.
Yeah, they have a very key. The whole Worms deal is very just like great. Like
Mm-hmm.
their movement, their sound. Conceptually, it's like Looney Tunes violence. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, you can really just mess yourself up. This is just the base Worms Armageddon is a great looking adaptation. It's a little outdated. The Worms concept is a little outdated. It doesn't play like smoothly necessarily, but you know what?
Mm.
It's there. You can play online, which you know. If you couldn't, it wouldn't surprise me if you couldn't. Some of these games kind of ignore that stuff, so I'm glad we get online play with Worms Armageddon. Um, but the big thing that they added with this one was that they added old console versions of Worms to this. So you get like the Mega Drive version and like two different Game Boy versions.
Mm.
I think they show it in this trailer at some point. There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get the SNES and the Mega Drive version, and here and you get Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance versions of these games, and they're terrible, honestly. But it's kind of neat that they're there. This is one of those. It's a British franchise. Like
Yeah.
it's
Very
like so
British. Yeah.
like so like I don't think Worms came out here console wise. So especially like the Mega Drive one.
Mm.
The Game Boy ones I think came out here. Definitely the Game Boy Advance one, because by that point Armageddon was well established. Like it was like it was a well established game by the time the Game Boy Advance version came out. But like the SNES and the Genesis ones are just like definitely the Genesis one, because it's the Mega Drive version on this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so it's kind of neat from that perspective, from like a historical perspective, to just sort of have like this version of a game that is like available for the first time in our country, and just to see how they tried. It's always fun to see how they
Yeah.
tried, especially with Game Boy games. Like an attempt was made. It sucks, but it's neat. They did it, they tried, they failed, and they moved on. Like Team 17 has been chugging along for decades at this point, and they're going to be chugging along for decades more, I feel like. Much like the lowly worm, they will always
Mm-hmm.
be there and will out humanity will be gone from this planet, but worms will still
And this
be
is
thriving.
you may mention this is a digital eclipse, which means
Yeah, that's our boys.
they know their shiz to get
Yeah.
things going. Yeah.
It's yeah. There's no problems with the emulation on these games in the slightest. There shouldn't be, but you're always kind of surprised sometimes you get some of these
Sure.
emulated
Oh yeah.
games. But no, I think Worms Armageddon's it's a good release. It's a good update to the release. It's one of those things where I don't know if you're going to be winning over any new Worms Armageddon Anniversary Edition buyers by adding the Mega Drive version of Worms, but it's still a good thing to just play with if you're going to have it anyways. I still think the base game, just Worms Armageddon, is well worth just having in your collection because it is something that's really easy and fun to just go back to.
It has like a 40+ level campaign or something.
Yeah, it's a massive campaign. You can just and it's not like it's not like there's lore. It's not like you can just go in, play. There's
a lot of worm lore out
lore.
there.
Yeah.
Worms. The
Woims. I'm glad we're all on Team Woim.
Woim.
Very cool.
It's fun to say.
What did you play this on? This is on Steam. You played it?
Yes.